bad influence. In the small, idyllic town of Meadowbrook, where every face was familiar and secrets were few, 16-year-old Jason Matthews was known as the Golden Boy.
He was a top student, star athlete, and a favorite among the teachers.
His future seemed as bright as the summer sun. But everything changed the day Luke Turner moved to town.
Luke was the opposite of Jason in every way.
With his leather jacket, piercing eyes, and a perpetual smirk, he carried an air of rebellion. Rumors about his past followed him like shadows. Tales of fights, run-ins with the law, and a life of chaos. Jason's parents warned him to stay away, but Jason was drawn to Luke's wild charisma and the promise of a life less ordinary.
A late-night joyride in Luke's beat-up car, a few missed homework assignments, and a detour into the part of town where respectable folk rarely ventured. Narrator: it started small.
Jason felt a rush from the danger, a thrill that his orderly life had never provided.
Luke taught him how to be reckless, to break rules, and to challenge authority.
The transformation did not go unnoticed.
Jason's grades began to slip, and he lost his position on the soccer team.
His friends distanced themselves, unable to understand the sudden change.
His parents' disappointment was palpable, their warnings turning into pleas for him to come to his senses.
But Jason was in too deep. The more he pushed away from his old life, the closer he felt to Luke. One rainy night, Luke came up with an idea that promised the ultimate adrenaline rush, breaking into the local convenience store.
I don't know about this, Luke. It feels wrong.
Come on, Jason. Don't be such a wimp. It's now or never.
Jason hesitated, his old self screaming against the madness, but Luke's taunts and jeers drowned out any lingering sense of caution.
Let's go, man. This is gonna be epic.
They crept through the shadows, adrenaline coursing through their veins. Luke picked the lock with practiced ease, and they slipped inside. The thrill of the forbidden surged through Jason as he stuffed his backpack with stolen goods. It was exhilarating until the blaring of an alarm shattered their euphoria. S1, this is insane.
My heart pounded as I followed Luke, our feet splashing through puddles, the cold rain mingling with the sweat on my skin. Narrator: panic ensued. They bolted, running through the dark streets with the sound of sirens growing louder.
In a desperate attempt to escape, they ducked into an alley, but the police were relentless, and soon they were cornered.
I saw the determination in Luke's eyes turn to desperation as we realized there was no way out.
Run, Jason. Save yourself.
But it was too late. The police closed in, and Jason was caught, the weight of his choices crashing down on him. As he was handcuffed and led away, he saw the disappointment and sorrow on the faces of the townspeople who had once admired him. The next few months were a blur of courtrooms, probation meetings, and endless lectures from his parents.
Luke was sent away to a juvenile detention center, and I was left to pick up the pieces of my shattered life.
The Golden Boy of Meadowbrook was now a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of how quickly a life could be derailed by a bad influence. As Jason slowly rebuilt his life, he often thought of Luke. The thrill and excitement had been replaced by regret and a longing for redemption.
I returned to my studies, mended relationships, and volunteered in the community, trying to make amends. But the shadow of my past lingered, a constant reminder of the fine line between right and wrong.
Jason had learned the hard way that even the brightest futures could be tainted by a moment of recklessness, and that the choices we make define who we are and who we become.